I'm gonna start. Doesn't matter who we really start with. We're going second. They're not gonna hit our Lugia, and we have a leaf to get off the front. So if this Pokeball turns into a baby Pokemon, depending on which baby Pokemon it is will determine what... I mean, I guess, actually, I guess it has to be Magby. Yeah, I think if we have Druddigon in the deck, maybe I do just go pure Magby. Because then we can guarantee put Fire Energy on Druddigon. We'll be set up-ish. We got Ho-Oh. Never mind. We're going to put all energy to Ho-Oh. So it won't matter who we have now. Magby. Ho-Oh. Let's leaf out and go Magby. And then we're going to put energy on Ho-Oh. Toasty Toss. We're good to go. All right, they're looking. They're looking. I think we're fine. Even if they rare candy and evolve, I'm doing 80 damage. They kill my Ho-Oh if I don't find a giant cape. And then I can Lugia and attack for 180. They go down and they die. But them not finding the rare candy technically means they've auto-lost this game. Because now all we got to do is just retreat, go to Ho-Oh, and build energy on Lugia, and we are done. Ho-Oh picks up my +1, and Lugia can one-shot a Charizard. So far, not bad. It still is kind of questionable if I keep this Druddigon in the deck. It's just only specifically for the Oricorio. I feel like having at least one non-EX is always good, right? Ooh, they're going Eevee. They can't evolve it, though. If they evolve, Lugia picks up the final kill. Alright, let's go ahead and Professors. I don't really see us losing this, to be fair with you. I was going to say finding a giant cape would have been nice, just to guarantee it and solidify it. Guess I'll keep building energy on Lugia and attack here. Because Lugia doesn't extinguish all of its HP, just a single one. So extra lightning, extra fire is still good, right? Having 2 of each means we get to attack for 180 twice in a row in case they somehow find a giant cape, rare candy, Charizard, and they survive 1 hit. There goes the rare candy. Charizard. Do they have a giant cape is the question. Mars does us nothing. Ooh, never mind. Mars helped us. Because if they did have a giant cape and it had a chance to survive somehow this turn, our giant cape means that we just don't die. Always better to keep 1 water energy on the Ho-Oh just in case you wanted to heal it. And then 180 damage, we're good to go. Charizard being taken down by the new art coming soon. The ultimate Pokemon in the game. MVP. Alright, we're going second, and we got the double baby Pokemon. Which I don't know if we want to put down both baby Pokemon. Theoretically, I could have 1 Ho-Oh, 1 Lugia, and then I'm set. Actually, I don't think it matters. I can just Ho-Oh the same Lugia twice, and we get to attack twice with it. So it's kind of like the same thing, but putting us in a dangerous spot. I'm going to keep this because I'm afraid they're going to try and red card turn 1 if I have 4 cards in hand. So this is perfectly fine. This whole deck is new to me, so we're still understanding and trying to figure out how we want to pivot and pilot this. Rocky Helmet doesn't do us anything. Or doesn't do them anything. Because we're not attacking until we get Ho-Oh ready. Okay. No Darkrai is good for us. Please be a Ho-Oh or a Lugia. Let's go. I'll take a Lugia as well. Having double of each means we don't even need to find what's his face. So I'm gonna Giant Cape. I'm gonna hold on to my hand because I don't know if I want to Giant Cape again on the other Pichu just yet. Toasty Toss puts fire energy, and all I gotta do is go to Pichu and I get the lightning energy and we are ready to go. So this is why having Pichu and Magby versus just double Pichu or double Magby is good, because you get a guaranteed fire and lightning if you're running solo water energy. And then you're able to attack for 180 and you're good to go. And as long as Giratina stays in the front. Oh my, and he's Broken Space bellowing again. So he's going to have to retreat off with a leaf or something because he's not finding anything at the moment. We got our second Lugia. We're going to retreat for free. Go to the Pichu. I think I'm just going to double up energy here. To be fair with you, Crackly Toss. Not the greatest way to do it, to be honest, because we have one lightning, double water. It's really not looking too good for that. We're only able to attack one time, but again, he's going to need to leaf or retreat, and whoever he puts in will get killed by Lugia. Ideally, we should have found a Ho-Oh by now, but technically this can still work if they're bricking. Takes a little bit longer, I think, to set all the energy up. So we're doing it like one at a time. All right, they got their Pokeball. They got their Darkrai. If they don't have Leaf, they got to put Dark Energy on Giratina, lose both of the Dark Energy, and then Broken Space Bellow to go back up to 3 Psychic Energy. There's no way he stays in the front, right? You're not crazy enough to stay in the front, right? What is he doing? Red card? Ending turn? Do you not see Lugia is able to attack? I'm so lost right now. Yeah, I'm gonna switch into Lugia and attack. Yeah, we're gonna Professor's Research and find more cards. Ooh, Guzma next turn would be good. I think he's planning on killing. I don't see him actually using Red Card or Mars again. No reason to put any other extra energy, though. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put Drud down. Put energy on Drud. And then I'm going to swing in here. Taking me forever to pivot that, but I think if I do it this way, I can just go Magby in case they try to Cyrus and kill my Pichu this turn. And I'm still able to put energy on Druddigon and swing in for 90 per turn, which can two-shot the Darkrai. Because that might be their plan, right? They Cyrus this turn, kill my Pichu, and I won't be able to attack with Lugia ever again. But we don't need that. We have Drud. Especially because we didn't Giant Cape that Pichu early. So, could be in a bad spot. We'll see what he makes. We'll see what play he does. Trying to think what his move is, right? Because if he Cyruses, I go Magby Druddigon. Or I find a Ho-Oh. And I Magby the Ho-Oh. He did Mars, which is a good thing I put that Drud down early. Got the Giant Cape back. Alright, I think I'm overthinking it. I'm gonna Giant Cape the Pichu. I'm gonna Leaf. Go Pichu. Put Lightning Energy on Lugia. And then all I need is Magby to put fire energy, and then we kill the Darkrai. The most he can do is Cyrus my Lugia, and I go down to 100 HP. But I live. And then I can just retreat off Lugia and go into Magby and put fire energy on it. And then I'll have fire and lightning, and then I'll be ready to go, and I'll be ready and set up. I see what he's doing. We got the other Lugia finally. So I'm going to put double water. I'm going to lose both water energy. And I'm going to go to Magby. So I keep the lightning energy. And then we're going to put Toasty Toss fire energy. And now Lugia only needs just one fire energy. Worst case scenario, he has another Cyrus. My Lugia is dead. So let's see. Moment of truth. If he has another Cyrus, he wins the game. He doesn't have Cyrus in hand. He has Silver, which does nothing for him because I have Lugia in hand. So all I got to do now is swap to Lugia, put the water energy that's guaranteed, attack, and we win. Whew, no Ho-Oh was needed for this match, man. And that's why you run Magby 1 and 1 Pichu and not try and do double Pichu, double Magby. Because those two alone, if you run one of each, can help you win if you're bricking and not finding the Ho-Oh. All right, we got Ho-Oh in the front and nothing in the back. So bad news is we're starting with Ho-Oh. And the Zeraora with one single red or a Giovanni could two-shot us. Because it's doing 70. That's the bad news. The good news is we do have double leaf in the deck. So if we can find just one leaf this turn and swap to a different Pokemon, then we're looking good. If not, then we're in a very bad spot. Oh my goodness, dude. All right, now all we need is a Lugia. Check. And then we need a baby Pokemon, Pichu or Magby. All right, never mind. However, I will say, this is the reason why I'm running Leaf and Ilima in the deck, for anyone who is wondering and questioning why. We Leaf off of Ho-Oh, because you do not want to be on Ho-Oh, ever. We go Lugia. I'm going to put down another Ho-Oh, too, because I don't think we're going to be able to use baby Pokemon this game. And then I'm going to put energy on Ho-Oh and end turn. Now, all the damage they do to Lugia, I'm able to Ilima, retreat off Lugia, and then go into Ho-Oh, and I'm set, right? So if I could find a giant cape, that's good, because I could keep Lugia in the field for just one more turn, and then I can Ilima when he's at like 10 HP. And by the time he's at 10 HP, Ho-Oh will be at, what? 2 energy, 3 energy, ready to attack. And we got the giant cape, exactly what I needed. So I'm going to giant cape. I'm not going to Professors because they might red card. Double energy, and then end turn. Professors means that they might want a red card because I'll go from 2 cards to 3. More enticing that way. Let's just stay at 2, you know? Let's just stay at 2. Because now if they attack, even with a red, we live at 10. And they can't Guzma and red or Guzma and Giovanni. So no matter what, we're going to survive. And then we can Ilima, go in with Ho-Oh, 3 energy, and build energy on our Lugia, and we're set. This is perfect, man. There goes a Giovanni. They're wasting and burning all of their resources right now to try and kill Lugia when, in fact, we have Ilima to bring it back. This is why we have 1. All right. Ilima, bring that back in our hand. Put in the Ho-Oh. Put the Lugia down. And Turbo. We're going to save this last spot over here for our Druddigon. At least we burned a Giovanni, right? So now Oricorio can't 2-shot us. Would have to 3-shot us, which buys us a lot of time. We have a single Drud in the deck. And we're going to be pulling a couple of cards here, going down to 7. There goes the Drud. We are literally finding everything we need. This is crazy. All right, so he's doing 70 damage. I could take the risk and say, hey, maybe he is not running another Giovanni. Right? But I think we play it safe. We play it safe. And I'm going to Giant Cape the Ho-Oh. Guarantees that we are going to live here. And I believe we'll put energy on the other Ho-Oh. Why not? Attack for 80. Get this Drud all set up with everything. Technically, I didn't need to put lightning on it. I should have put extra lightning on my Lugia instead. Especially because in the future, if I get Elemental Switch and I want to double Lugia attack, I need an Elemental Switch. So we'll lose energy on Ho-Oh, go down from 3 to 1. Yeah, there is the Elemental Switch. I might be cooked. We'll see. Just gonna do this and attack. So Drud kills the Oricorio here. We got double energy on the other Ho-Oh ready to go and build up more energy for Lugia if I need to. The only Pokemon they can attack this turn with is Arceus, and Arceus will die 100%. And as long as they don't Dawn... Actually, they could Elemental Switch and Cyrus and then kill my Ho-Oh. And then once I kill Oricorio with Drud, then they can kill with... Oh, no, they can't. Because if they Elemental Switch, they're taking that energy. They wouldn't have enough energy to swing back with or with Arceus, so we win this game, I think. If they try to Dawn this turn, we win. Elemental Switch and Cyrus, we win. Trying to think about how they come out on top here. Sabrina doesn't save them, because I just go to the other Ho-Oh and then swap off with that 2 energy. Yeah, I realistically don't see a way they win, so they just have to concede. Nice, man. See, this is the reason why putting that one Drud kind of helped us out. All right, we're going second. We got Pichu in the front and Ho-Oh in the back, which is absolutely perfect. The worst thing that they could do for us, or do to us rather, is Sabrina turn 1 to make us lose tempo. Because then we need to top deck a Leaf to start building Ho-Oh. But if they don't Sabrina, then we're good to attack with Pichu. And since they're on Eevee right now, they won't even be able to go to their Crobat because they don't have energy advantage. So we're in a very, very good spot right now. Oh yeah, there it is. Let's go ahead and Professors here. We got another Ho-Oh. I really don't know what the play is, to be honest with you. Let's just Giant Cape the Pichu. Makes it so Darkrai can't just 2-shot it. I don't really know if I want to add any other Pokemon down just yet, so I'm just going to wait. We do have a couple of cards in our hand, which is scary to think about, but at least we have energy ready for Ho-Oh next turn to attack and kill the Eevee if it doesn't evolve. And we can build the other Ho-Oh simultaneously. This might just be a Ho-Oh only game. Oh, it's an Umbreon. Yo! It can't attack. I am so glad we put a Giant Cape on. That was terrifying. So it says, if the defending Pokemon is a basic, it can't attack during your next turn. But it's only on Pichu, which means if we retreat and go Ho-Oh, right? And then we attack here, then we should be fine. Now we can attack. 80 damage, put all the energy on Ho-Oh. And once Umbreon attacks again, Ho-Oh can't attack back, right? But it lets us switch over to the other Ho-Oh and attack and kill the Umbreon. That's at 170 HP as well. So very good. I didn't realize they were running Umbreon non-EX. Definitely didn't see that coming, to be honest. So now we can't attack, but it's fine. We're going to Leaf out as well just to save that extra energy. Doesn't hurt, right? So we're not able to attack. We switch over to the Ho-Oh. Extra energy, I guess, can go to this Ho-Oh in the front for when we want to swap. And then we attack for 80. We're on the board with just a +1 energy gain. Man, this is kind of weird. I guess we just put all energy on Ho-Oh. Where's our Lugia when we need it, right? Now, the good news is they can't one-shot us on Ho-Oh. And if we can just find a Lugia, we can still one-shot any of their Pokemon, preferably the EXs when they come in. I think Leaf might have been overkill, but at least we're thinning our hand because we don't really need Leaf in the future with all the energy on our field at the moment. So thinning our hand as best as possible is definitely going to be a good idea. Because I know Dark decks love running Red Card and Mars. Okay, so they had to build Zubat because they wanted to inflict this, which means that they weren't building Darkrai in the back. Which means I get to just swing in again. Pick up one more kill. And all energy goes back to Ho-Oh. Dude, we have 7 energy on the field, 9 energy on the back, 9 energy on the back, 5 energy in the front. I wonder how Ho-Oh does in like a Celebi deck. I'm just spitting some random stuff out right now. Think of like Ho-Oh with grass energy only, Celebi, and you just keep stacking 3 energy per turn with the additional 1 bench energy. I'm just thinking of some random stuff. I don't think it's the best deck or anything, right? It could be a good meme troll deck if you're looking to try and go for max damage or anything. Guzma, I guess doesn't really change anything. So I think what he's planning on doing, right, is probably Cyrusing, hitting my Pichu. Yeah, I'm gonna swap here. If he Sabrina's, then he gets 1 kill, and I still get to finish off with this. And if he can't Cyrus and Poke Center Lady, so I think we're still fine here on this one. The only way he wins here is if he has a potion and a giant cape. I don't think he's gonna Cyrus because he would have Cyrused the Pichu early and not used the Nightmare Aura unless he misplayed, and that's why he conceded. Either way, this deck is knocking out other Pokemon with ease, right? No Lugia in that deck either, or in this run. All right, we're going first here, and we're going up against Meowscarada. Meowscarada can't one-shot a Lugia, but we can one-shot them, I believe. All right, we got the Ho-Oh in the back. I'm gonna end turn here. I really want to hold on to this Leaf until we find a baby Pokemon. I was hoping we could have found it this game or this turn. But it's okay. Next turn, surely, if we can find a baby Pokemon, we can Leaf. And then we'll Giant Cape the baby Pokemon. Another Ho-Oh. So we're just going to put energy on the Ho-Oh. Oh, I have too many cards in hand, and they are definitely going to be using a red card next turn. But I'm going to end turn and get greedy, because I really want to save the last spots for a baby Pokemon and a Lugia. If they don't red card or Mars us this turn, then I'll put the Ho-Oh down. Because then we won't need the baby Pokemon at that stage, right? Nice. Okay, thank you. All right, so I was holding out on a Pokemon slot because I was like, if we can just find a baby Pokemon, getting the leaf this turn might be better for us, right? Questionable though, we'll see. And then I can giant cape this. I still want to hold out on the last Pokemon slot for now, because I could top deck a Lugia, and Lugia is something we desperately need because Ho-Oh won't be enough to actually kill the Meowscarada. In fact, if they rare candy Meowscarada, our Pichu dies, and then our Ho-Oh is going to be next. Alright, they didn't find Meowscarada because they're putting energy on Rowlet in the back. So they're going to keep continuously crying for help. I'm surprised they don't have a rare candy and a Meowscarada yet in hand. And we found the Lugia that I wanted as well. This is why patience pays off, alright? Patience pays off quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and probably put extra energy on Lugia. Let's go ahead and attack and kill. Put all energy on them. So Lugia is able to attack, but we're only able to attack one time because we need one extra fire energy, unfortunately. So what I could do is I could attack one more time with Ho-Oh, or I could just bring in the Lugia. Then I'd have to swap back to the Ho-Oh after the fact. This is better for us. Ho-Oh gets a guaranteed kill on Pheromosa. We go up +2, and then Lugia is able to one-shot any of their Pokemon that they bring in. I say it's going to be able to one-shot any of their Pokemon, but realistically, I don't think we are able to one-shot. And now this is where Irida finally gets to make some use. Irida, we have water energy all around us. Extra energy on Ho-Oh. I don't really think it matters, to be honest with you. Fire, lightning, and water on Druddigon. So now we have double of each energy on Lugia. We're able to attack with Lugia 2 times in a row. And I don't see them being able to kill our Ho-Oh and Lugia before we kill him one more time. Yeah, that Pierce the Pain would have been deadly on the back line. So they get to do 80 to my Ho-Oh. I think this is going to be a clear switch and do 180. They conceded, never mind. I was going to say, 180 seems good. We don't want to try and hit them. They Erica, they heal. But it realistically didn't matter if I stayed in with Ho-Oh, went to Lugia. That was not looking good for them. Alright, so this is the Lugia Ho-Oh EX deck. We are running double Lugia, double Ho-Oh EX, 1 Magby, 1 Pichu, and a Druddigon just in case we run into any Oricorios. Double Giant Cape for maybe your Ho-Oh or Lugia because it can survive a Charizard, Stoke, Steam Artillery attack, or your Magby and Pichu because they have 30 HP and they'll have more survivability, so options are up to you. Double Pokeball, we're running a lot of basics here. Double Research, 2 Leafs, because if you start with Ho-Oh, you really do not want to be on them, and it's a 2 retreat cost to get off, so Leaf for that max retreat. Ilima, because we did have a game where we were able to keep Lugia in the front. He was technically acting as a shield, and we didn't find any of our baby Pokemon, so Lugia's in the front. We were taking a lot of damage. We were slow building Ho-Oh in the back. We Ilima'd to bring back our 10 HP Lugia. Put Ho-Oh in, put Lugia back on the field, and we were able to attack for 80, put the 3 energy on Lugia. It's basically reset the entire game. So that 1 Ilima is definitely very good for that situation. We were bricking and not finding Magby or Pichu off the rip. We have Guzma just in case, and Irida because we're running Soul, Water, because Magby and Pichu give 1 of each. Believe it or not, running Magby and Pichu, not 2 Magbys or 2 Pichus, running the 1 of each is very good because in case you do brick on Ho-Oh, you're able to Magby, put fire energy on Lugia, and then Pichu, put lightning energy on Lugia, and then you're still able to attack because you have that guaranteed water energy. And we did have a game, spoiler alert, that we were not able to actually find Ho-Oh. It was just Magby, Pichu, Lugia, Druddigon, and that was it. We didn't find a single Ho-Oh, and we still won. We still came out on top, and we still won, all thanks to running 1 of each. So keep that in mind. I will say, out of all the games we've played, I don't know if we mentioned we went 5-2 with it. We did not use Elemental Switch. Not a single time. Not once. I don't know if I was just playing it wrong or something, but we just did not find a use case to use Elemental Switch in this deck. So if you do want a flex card to take out and swap for something else, right? Maybe X speeds instead, or maybe more Pokemon tools. You name it, more trainers, another Irida for healing, potions, Poke Center Lady. You could probably take out the Elemental Switch cards, and I think you'll be fine, because we did not need to use them at all out of all the games we've played. But with that being said, that is our Lugia Ho-Oh combination, first iteration that we've made. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments.